Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Noire. So, I've slept again and I have like no clue what's going on. I probably at this point could say that I am really bad at remembering things, but like I guess that's part of the thing that happens here when you play a lot of video games. Let's see. Okay. We are doing the case where the young runaway actress who is 15 years old has been raped, and there was probably some film taken of both the female actresses by Mark Bishop, we think, and we're going to interview Gloria Bishop in this domestic dispute where apparently she's been beaten by Mark II. Let's look at our evidence here. Let's see, we've got the car, victims were drugged, there was underwear, there's a letter from the mother, there's the prop shrunken head, there's evidence of abuse, there's a $20,000 check to Mark Bishop. To Lorna Hopgood, a saddle replica, a prop replica, and all of these other replica things. These clues particularly don't strike me as being that important. And so then there's this other name here. Lorna Hopgood. We also have no intuition. There is also an achievement for using like 4 intuition points in one questioning session and getting all of them right, and I didn't accomplish that when I drained all the intuition points, so there may not even be an opportunity. There probably would be, but maybe only 1 or 2 in the rest of this game. Let's see if we can maybe walk over here and see if there's... Oh, there is something out here.
There's the set. Hollywood's own little piece of Babylon.
Interesting. To get a piece of information and clue by looking out the window. That's certainly a clue I would have missed if I hadn't just walked out of here. So let's talk.
Help me out. Take a look around. You never know what those goons might have left behind.
And see, I just hit X, and does that count in the statistics as a assistance from your partner? Where is that even here? Partner, hints received, 3. So I guess that's the reason why you have a partner more than anything, is there's a walking hint system that I just triggered, and I don't think there's actually an achievement for not using it.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Do I have any information that would prove that true? I'm just gonna doubt it.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
So let's ask about the check for $20,000. Well then,
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
we're getting too many names
Lorna?
here.
Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Like, yeah, I'm sure. I got a check.
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, detective?
See, this is where the game just becomes unrealistic. Like, who, honestly, even if you are trying to lie to the police, is gonna say to a cop, prove it, show me the evidence? Like, you're gonna get slapped. You're gonna... I don't encourage police brutality, but I also... You have to be realistic here.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
And then, like, who's... So many names have been thrown around here. The cases are getting bigger than what I can probably... Jessica Hamilton is the girl. Alright. Like, I'm having to look at evidence to remember which person is which.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Let's see. Is there anything that can prove her wrong? I'm gonna doubt, but it may be just true.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, detective. Are you sure you really want to know?
That's hardly...
Truth is, my husband likes them young.
And you think that's okay?
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
So we've gone up rank, which is nice. Now there is a statistic that says silver badges. Maybe we will find out that if you get to rank 20 you get a silver badge and reset. But then it becomes an odd situation where you probably wouldn't want to go through 20 levels over and over again. We're in Bishop's apartment right now, aren't we? Like, here's the thing. What is our case objective? Investigate Bishop's apartment. So there's something we've missed. Well, it's not going to be something that we've already looked at, is it?
This doesn't pertain to the case.
It seems so non-linear.
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Which one is which? You didn't say who's the one on the left. Who's the one on the left? Right. And see, I mentioned in the questioning that I had seen
I doubt it.
information there that I hadn't even found yet. So let's ask about the whereabouts of Bishop now.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Hey, I got an intuition point. Let's see. See, but why should that be a lie? This really probably is a doubt, again, just because she hasn't given me enough information, and I only know I haven't gotten enough information because I haven't unlocked a new location.
You are complicit in all of this, Gloria. You know what happens to these poor deluded kids, and you go along with it. I need to find your husband.
Why'd you come to Hollywood, detective? Handsome young man like you might find a little something in the movies. You've never thought about it?
No, I haven't.
Well, then you must be the only person in this burg who hasn't. We're born into temptation, detective. It's character that determines what we do about it.
Your husband is in trouble.
So I
it
was
could go easier
wrong.
for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
See, now I'm walking towards a phone. Where is the phone? Right here.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
It's like one operator for all of Hollywood.
1247.
How can I help, detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver screen props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
And it's nice that you have to call in. That feels like probably something that real police work would involve, but in interest of making a smoother experience,
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, grieving for
I
his
would have
life,
eliminated it.
finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Like, the idea of just not getting the address through providence or coincidence is kind of silly. Your partner could know the address. You could just have it be unmentioned that you know the address, or it just pops up. So many little things in video games are edited out of what would be a real world scenario where you have to do all the work yourself. I do want to take a moment to say I really do hope and kind of think Hollywood isn't as bad as this, where every single person in Hollywood wants to be in the movies.
Are you drunk, mister?
With
Or are you just cracked?
with the
Cop who caught the guy that's pretending to be dead?
tech boom and a lot more types of jobs happening around the area.
It's him. The cop from the paper.
I would hope that's the case. Maybe it really isn't. It's not being a person who actually lives or has ever even visited Hollywood. I have no idea in 2017 what it's like, but I'd hope at the very least people would be less naive.
This is
See,
11K. Go ahead with the further.
11K, your 211 is at Angel's Flight, 3rd and Hill Street. 11K.
shoo bandits.
What took you so long? They're getting away.
What happened here, sir?
They had guns. Dirty louses took everything and then booked. They went that way, the stairs alongside the track.
So we've
But we agreed.
LAPD.
They're gonna run down to dust. Stop it, Phelps.
Alright, now
Throw out the guns.
Right behind you, Phelps.
Now, there's a ability that I don't know how to do, where you can shoot in the air. And I saw it as an achievement, and I don't know the controls. And it's not really even going to help here, but let's see. Like, there's a warning shot ability, and it's not even mentioned even for the controller, the keyboard controls.
211 just occurred. 3rd and Hill Street. Stand by for further. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
And so you can hit A and take on these guys.
You look like a rat with the gold teeth in the white.
LAPD.
They're gonna run down to dust. Stop it, Phelps.
But that was very much a run and gun scenario. And is that really the appropriate police response?
11K. Shots fired.
Like,
The suspect is down at 3rd and Hill.
as far as I
Code 4
know,
here, but I need an ambulance.
it looks like these guys punched a guy in the stomach and stole his shoes. And I just shot 2 people, if not to death. And, like, sure, I'll excuse a lot of, like, misjudgments. But the game seems to be pointing me, as a police officer, to want to shoot first and ask questions later. A little bit too much there. And you get no backstory, no explanation, so for all I know, that was, it was completely different. And there's any number of stories I could make up that would explain what was happening differently. Say that guy was holding on to some drugs for them, and they got in a dispute and stole the drugs or something like that, and everybody's a little bit guilty. I mean, at the end of the day, I really don't think you should pull out your gun and shoot people unless they're making an imminent threat, and somebody running away from a cop is not really an imminent threat. Even driving away dangerously is not an imminent threat in my book, because I feel like I would argue that chasing them or shooting at them is only going to make them more of a danger. Like, it's all about de-escalating the situation.
You drive.
There
You go over
is
the
a much older game, a series called, I think, Police Story.
more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and the cat.
Like, but besides Police Story, I don't know of any other games where you really try to play as a cop and do it right. And here you're not fully doing it right, but you're going about half and half. Interesting. The game is kind of fighting me so I don't walk this direction. It really wanted me to walk forward. Maybe it's just being a little bit laggy. In fact. Just hop out of here. And so even though this is a special car, it's not one that actually unlocked. It just has a special skin on it. You open the door to a bear, which is kind of cliche. There's a Hitman
Phelps
game
and
like
Bukowski,
that, where you
LAPD.
open the door and see a
We're
stuffed bear.
investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
And so we're not even investigating right now, so...
So, you coming?
Like... There's a bunch of just props that aren't as varied as they would be in a prop store, but in the 1940s or 50s, maybe this is about as varied as... Almost assuredly, just pre-rendered assets, pre-purchased. Third-party assets, not pre-rendered assets.
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
So, same posters with some kind of nice glossy glass. And probably nothing in this room at all. Seems like there's always going to be one hint, one thing that that's simply going to be really hard to find in these missions.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Honestly, I don't even understand the 15-year-old kid part of that. Like, how about doping anybody and abusing them? Like, you certainly are making it worse by it being a young and naive person, but it wouldn't be acceptable at any age or any gender or any scenario. It's kind of funny, all of these props don't quite match.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well. Find a way into that peep tent, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company. Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Another mirror. Apparently nothing behind the curtains. And see, here's a film reel, and we know that film reels are a collectible, but that's not it. The door magically closed. So it's a fake wall. What am I looking at? We're gonna pick up all these bottles and none of them are ever gonna matter at all, I'm sure. Here we've got a knife, which is probably a prop knife, but maybe not.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
So we've got a new location. Mark Bishop and Jessica Hamilton. And some alcohol. We can see some what look like pinup pictures. And the two-way mirror does go to the bathroom, but you have to move your camera around, it seems. Come on. Let me... Too many things right next to each other. This is a kind of problem with point-and-click adventure games too, is that often items will be right next to each other. What's strange about this building is why would you make a room in a building in this fashion? Like, did I find all the clues? Like, why would you have a secondary bricked up room built like this just as a construction? Why not have a door here? It almost feels like there should be a door either here or here that was bricked up and replaced, and then a door here that was added. And if this building was built to custom specs, then they wouldn't have had to put holes in the wall to put the cameras in it, would they? It's ridiculous to leave a building and walk around it to go back in. I guess I'm ready to talk. Let's see, Association of Bishop.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
So, can we get him in a lie there? Because we know his wife has got a check. Because this is Hopgood we're talking to. And let's see. So we're gonna say lie and then I think use the prop store photograph.
know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
See, I could get him on the check, or I could get him on the picture. And I think I should get him on the picture, but maybe the check? The check seems more important. Let's try the check.
You should get your facts straight before you come in here and start shooting off that mouth of yours.
So, nope. Wrong there.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
Now, again, I think this should just be a doubt because he hasn't given us any information. Like, what he actually said, when you objectively look at it, is he offered his opinion, which is probably a decent opinion, that he should run from the mobsters trying to kill him. But, well, I guess the better opinion would be you should turn yourself in and be protected by the police. So, even though what his statement was true, I still think doubt's the right answer.
I'm warning you, Hopgood. If you give him up to McAfee and we find out about it...
Wind it back a notch, tough guy. I'm telling you, I don't know where he is.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
0 of 2.
Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you. Let it slide, Cole.
So, this vice cop comes in and he looks corrupt.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Really? That was very odd. Like, that's my guy, I guess.
Son of a bitch, shot!
Like, very, very odd to...
Make a move. We're sitting ducks here.
Very, very odd to go from a conversation just to break into a
Let's see
fight.
it chase us now. Onto the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Like, they're not even gonna call it in this time, which seems really ridiculous. Let's look at the map and let's see, do we have another side mission? Seems like the game is very specifically rolling out side missions so we don't waste too much time on that. Although, we could go find all of the extra cars and hidden cars. I'm gonna kind of leave that, I guess, for the end if we want to do any cleanup. So we have secret camera room and jungle drum set. Interesting that the secret camera room and the silver screen props are marked as different locations. Like, secret camera room. Silver screen props. That's strange. Strange to work that way. And we'll take this car to see if it unlocks.
You know the way. You can drive.
Drunk, mister? He just cracked.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Jungle drums set. It's a set inside of a set.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD! Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit. 11K
And see, I got some experience here, and this clearly, I think, was their first experiment in one of the demos, because we're gonna end up in this chase sequence that is a little bit more vertical and more parkour than what we see in any other scenario in any of the other cases, as we're running up this giant stage.
Your choice.
I didn't do anything.
And see, this looks way more active than anything else we've seen. And I don't know how to fire in the air. And see, when they slow down the climb, they just kick you. Which way is it going? And if I hit X to shoot in the air, that won't do anything. Maybe if I hold left trigger and then hit X. Now the floor is dissolving, so I'm having to find alternate routes.
Hands in the air, Bishop. Move another inch and you're dead.
So the gun is out.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
So where's our partner? If all those people have come up.
Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me!
Last chance to back the hell down. McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me? I'm gonna put holes into you, asshole.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease.
It's this way.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Is this really the
This
best
is-
McAfee's got?
This is ridiculous to have explosives.
Come on, it's this way.
And you have like really no health.
They're everywhere.
Case over, officer down.
Last chance to back the hell down.
And see, this puts us.
Come on, it's this way.
McAfee doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
So I'm way over here. And see, this feels like a carbine rifle.
LAPD.
Not that I know that much about guns. Here we go.
Is this really the best McAfee's got?
So when we get over here, see, that didn't really have enough explosive force.
I got you now, motherfucker.
Shot his hat off.
Have to get me out of here.
Like,
The statue there. There's a ladder leading to the ground. This is insanity.
wow, that is a long slide.
Get him over here. I'll cover you. Come on. The cavalry's here.
Like, I don't like that sound effect on the slide either.
There's barrels at the base of the elevator. Stay down.
Here we go. And Bishop was killed. So, worth pointing out, there's no difficulty settings in this game. And and so either the game is just adjusting or it's not adjusting at all. I don't see.
You're making a big mistake.
See, I can't jump down, so.
Is this really the best McAfee's got?
There's barrels at the base of the elephant column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them quickly. God, they're everywhere.
And clearly, that would have killed everybody. Wow.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
So, like, this is just not what this game should be, and not what this game is in any other section. And the targeting is so bad here. Like, I'm trying to target with my eyes before I pull the left trigger and actually go into pull the gun out and start shooting.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Let's see. That guy, I don't even feel like I hit him and yet he fell down. Like, these guys are taking hits to the shoulder and falling. And see, do we really need to watch him reload in that animation?
What I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for staged rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice, capital J, Detective Phelps. Developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
So we're finally like 1/4 of the way through the game, as you would take it, since we're getting promoted off of traffic. It's been a long time, a lot of hours to get this far. And almost certainly I'm getting promoted eventually to work with him.
This your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
Interesting he didn't invite the captain. So they must have some history.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
Pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
There she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
He was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was
It's that
construction
doctor
work.
we've been seeing.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me?
So clearly this is a
Evening,
bad
Doc.
guy.
How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Certainly looks suspicious. I'm surprised Cole didn't report this immediately, but... So... It turns out there's been 5-star ratings you've been able to get in cases, and I guess I've just been getting 3-star case closed ratings. It's hard to tell since it's all black and white. So, for some insane reason, the game wants you to potentially replay these cases, and it just doesn't make any real sense. Like, who goes and redoes the main story of GTA? Like, that would be very silly. Very, very silly. Maybe after 10 years you might want to redo the story and remind yourself, but you're not going to replay the story missions over and over again. They're too long. They're not designed to be played that way. Same as here. Same case here. Reaching the apartment earlier would have meant a chance to give McAfee's goons what for. Wait a minute. Well, how could I have gotten to the apartment earlier? I got 8 of 14 questions correct and 15 of 18 clues, so we still miss things. And now we're promoted to homicide desk. And I did want to point out just one thing, even though we're running a little long here. They are certainly a little too happy to have the criminal be abused in prison and not really interested at all in rehabilitating. Sadly, in the United States, even in modern times, our justice system is just punitive, 100% punitive, punishing criminals, and any punishment is acceptable for any crime, and anything criminals do to other criminals is tacitly accepted, certainly, even if it is prosecuted, and it's still tacitly accepted. There's no, for any crimes really, there's no talk of rehabilitation. A few prisons have been run by a few wardens that are trying to do some of that and rehabilitate people, but overall, going into jail, even for a short time, gives you a criminal record that ensures you will never have another good job in your life, ensures you'll be in debt for the rest of your life, ensures that your entire life is ruined, even for the smallest of crimes, really. And it's a very corrupt and bad system, and definitely needs a lot of work. But I really don't have time to go into that anymore. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.